Hola, Piperinos!
Hello and happy ho-ho. We are coming to you on Christmas Day.
We are. I probably won't be putting this out until tomorrow, but
we're recording it on
but
Christmas
ho,
night.
ho, ho, la!
Merry Christmas to everybody.
Christmas. I hope everyone had a Merry Christmas, joyous Yuletide, Happy Holidays.
Happy Hanukkah tomorrow.
Happy Hanukkah.
Is that tomorrow? Or is it Kwanzaa tomorrow?
7 days. Kwanzaa's tomorrow, but it's been 7 days of Hanukkah, yes.
Whichever holiday you
whatever you celebrate, I hope you had a very happy one. Welcome to another episode of the Disney Beats.
Yes.
I'm Sherry.
And I'm Gooch.
And Josie's in there watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
She's not just watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas. She's reading the book along with the.
She is.
Yeah.
And by the way, she saw that new live action Grinch at school, and she said, "Mommy, I don't like it. It's not as good as the
she's
real
smart.
one." I'm like,
it's because she's smart.
"That's my child." Yes.
But by the way, a little shout out to Casey's Crochet Corner.
Yeah, I don't have mine with me.
They're
gonna
Check
come
them out.
And speaking of, that's a segue because that's gonna come in very handy next week.
Why is that?
Because next week we're at Disney World.
Yes, we are. We leave on Sunday.
We're gonna be there for the week of New Year's. Unfortunately, it's going to be our last trip, probably at least for
maybe a year or two. We'll see.
Maybe a year. Maybe we can go back in a year, but we've got some bills we got to pay off and
time to focus on all the Disney debt that we created.
Not just that, but we got to let our DVC points build back up.
Yeah. Because we went kind of crazy once we had DVC points to spend.
Yeah.
We spent.
Yeah, so we got to let those replenish.
Yes.
For at least a year. But this trip is going to be extra special and that's why we're coming to you. We're going to go over our plans and kind of our itinerary. So if you're going to be there the week of New Year's, please let us know. So that we can...
It'll be our first time for the week of New Year's.
It's going to be our first time for a major holiday.
Yeah.
Because normally we don't
normally avoid the holidays, so...
I don't know how I'm going to do with this, because I'm claustrophobic and I have a fear of crowds, so this is going to be interesting.
I don't have a fear of crowds, I just have a dislike for them.
Well, that too, yes. But we're just going to do it the best we can, but this is a very special trip. I'm trying my best to hide this pimple.
Well, you just pointed it out to everyone else watching.
Well, it's a little obvious right now.
I wouldn't have known had you not. Just saying.
But this is a very special trip. It's not just the three of us this time.
It's going to be Grandma Mona joining us. So Grandma's first trip since 1977.
This is your mom.
Yeah.
Yeah, her first. And so she's only been once, and it was like 1977.
Somewhere in that range. I don't know the exact year, but it was in that area, and I was basically 4 years old.
Yeah. So, wow. So this is going to be great. We are not doing, before we go, we're not doing Animal Kingdom because she lives in Africa.
She lives in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, so she has access to like real gaming parks and stuff like that. And I know, she doesn't have access to Pandora or Asia or whatever, but we're just like, we kind of want to focus on things that she wouldn't normally see. So,
right.
And who knows, maybe, maybe New Year's Eve.
If one of the parks is really busy and we see that Animal Kingdom isn't, then maybe we'll switch up. Who knows?
Yeah, we do have park hoppers, so
yep. For that reason.
But so we're going to go over our itinerary, and like I said, if you guys are going to be there, if you live there or you're going to be visiting during New Year's, just please let us know.
Or if you see us,
say hi. We'd love to meet you.
It'd be cool if we saw Magic Geekdom.
It would be awesome if we saw Magic Geekdom.
It'd be cool if we saw and stuff like that with Benson and...
I doubt they got the newborn.
I know they got the newborn, but it would be cool if we saw them. It'd be cool if we saw Joey's World.
Joey's World, Crazy Christine Crew, because she's working down there. She says she may try to pop over one of the days while we're there. So, but we're gonna go over our itinerary, and
it'd be cool if Magical Moments showed up too.
It would be very cool, but I know that they're planning on a bigger trip.
They've got a bigger trip coming up soon.
So anyway, but we're gonna go over the itinerary. That includes FastPasses, dining, and all this kind of stuff. So, all right. So So we're starting off on December the 29th. We're going to be driving down that day, the whole day. Yeah, it's going to be travel day. We are not flying. Once again, we're not flying. We're driving. Why?
We're driving.
I don't know why. But, well, money.
Money,
because it was different when we were living in Richmond. It was kind of a necessity, and then it was cheaper to fly out of Richmond.
It was cheaper to fly out of Richmond because we could catch that early flight that arrived at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it arrived at 9 o'clock from Southwest. We don't have that luxury here in Charlotte.
No, and it's crazy because Charlotte's an American hub, but you can't get affordable flights. I mean, you could
not at all.
You could fly Frontier out of Charlotte, or you could fly Spirit out of Charlotte.
But they don't. I don't think those are two that don't do
they go
Magical Express, right?
I don't know if they do Magical Express or not. I haven't researched that, but I mean, you could do those fairly cheap. But where they get you is for the extra bags and stuff like that. That's how they make their money.
Yeah. So anyway, on the 29th we'll be driving down all day. We're going to start out early in the morning, and then we're going to be checking into the Seasons Florida Resort for the night.
It's not the Rose and Shingle Creek?
No, we're not staying at the Rose and Shingle Creek this time. If you saw that vlog,
you'll get that joke.
Oh my god.
It's like the Rose and Shingle Creek?
At the Rose and Shingle Creek. Oh god. And
the Rose and Shingle Creek.
And besides, there's probably a bunch of cheerleaders staying there again. So, yeah.
Excuse me while I uncross my eyes.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No one was out of the way with it. It was just a lot.
There was just a lot, and they would break out into like their cheers right in the middle of the lobby and whatnot. So
that part didn't bother me. It was very, very crowded. But that night we're going to go over to Disney Springs and show Grandma Mona around there and take a look and see what else is going on. And then we have 8 o'clock reservations at our favorite place at Disney Springs. Homecoming by Chef Art Smith.
Yes.
That fried chicken, those deviled eggs. They're
and here's my thing with Art Smith's Homecoming. It's hard to go there and not get the fried chicken, but I know that the fried chicken isn't the only thing there that's good. So I kind of want to try something different, but at the same time, I don't want to miss the fried chicken.
I'm getting a fried chicken.
So
I'm not even gonna play. I'm getting fried chicken.
Because the whole menu looks good. And I'm sure it is, but the fried chicken is just like, wow.
I'm getting a fried chicken.
Yeah, she's getting a fried chicken. Yeah.
They're just not.
She's not even playing.
I won't play. Fried chicken's going right here and in my belly.
I mean, it's kind of ruined fried chicken everywhere else for me.
Like, I always loved getting the fried chicken at 50's Primetime Cafe.
But now you're like,
I'll just wait till go Chef Art Smith.
Right, I'm like...
Of course, other stuff at 50's Primetime is really good there.
But I'm sure other stuff at Chef Art Smith's Homecoming is good too.
But I'm getting fried chicken.
But, anyway.
All right,
fried chicken. Gimme fried chicken.
Okay, so that's what we're doing on the 29th. Josie, hush. Really? So on the 30th, that's our first official Disney park day. We're going to be waiting. By the way, we're going to be staying at
Copper Creek.
in a 1-bedroom villa at Copper Creek.
Yep.
Which
is actually our home resort.
It is our home resort. It's going to be our first time staying there, so we're
excited about that. Yep.
I happened to luck into that reservation. So let's see. So the 30th, like I said, we're going to have to wait to check in.
Excuse me.
We're very aware of that. That's been our experience in the past. When we stayed at DVC,
usually 3 or 4 o'clock.
Usually it's after 4 o'clock.
Well, you're supposed to have it by 4, but
yeah. So we're going to go into Epcot for the day and spend as much time as we can see, whatever we get to do, and we're going to get there pretty early. Let's see. So our FastPasses that we've planned on for the day is Spaceship Earth, Figment, and Frozen Ever After. So I think that's pretty good. What's weird is, Frozen Ever After was always the sought out FastPass.
Right.
You can still find Frozen Ever After.
I mean,
FastPasses is weird.
Soarin' and Test Track and
You can still find them too.
yeah. I mean,
so
maybe Epcot's just not going to be that busy that day.
Maybe so. So what we're going to do, and our strategy is always to get FastPasses as early as we can, and then get more later. So for lunch that day, we're going to be doing San Angel Inn. That's a favorite of ours.
Yeah, we really like that place.
And Grandma Mona specifically requested
a
place that's got Mexican food,
yep.
and so we personally preferred it over La Hacienda. For that was just us. Like La Hacienda was good, but I like San Angel Inn better.
Yeah, and I like the whole atmosphere of that place too. I mean, not that the other wasn't good. I mean, it was good. It just we had a better experience at San Angel Inn.
Yeah. So, okay. And then that night, after we get our text, we're going to go back to the hotel and rest because we're going to have a very early morning. So we're going to eat at our resort, and we're going to do dinner at Geyser Point.
Right.
We ate there a couple of times ago, and it was really good.
Yeah, Geyser Point was really the buffalo
the bison burger. So good. Oh my god.
Really good.
So.
And didn't they have the waffle fries there?
Yes, they had those waffle fries.
They may have even been sweet potato waffle fries.
I think they had both.
They may have had both.
They were really good.
I mean, I remember having a really good meal there. So I mean.
Yeah. Okay. So the reason why we're going to be turning in early on that day is because the next day is Hollywood Studios Day,
and it opens at 6 a.m.
Oh my god! So our strategy is.
Do you know why it opens at 6 a.m.?
Because of Rise of the Resistance.
Because of Rise of the Resistance, and we got to get a boarding party.
Yeah. So we're going to try to get there early and get through the turnstile so we can get on a boarding party for Rise of the Resistance and.
Excuse me. Fighting off the ends of a cold here.
Yeah. So our fast passes for that day is Slinky Dog Dash. I've managed to scoop up a 6:30 a.m. fast pass for that, and then Star Tours at 7:35, and Disney Junior Dance Party at 10:10. That's something she's been wanting to do.
That's kind of big. She's been wanting to do that since Disneyland.
Yeah, we when we were at Disneyland, we missed the window for their performances for that. So
we're making sure she gets to do that.
We're making sure she gets to do that, and then we'll add fast passes on after that. For breakfast, we were just going to do like a counter service, or we were going to do like snack credits or something.
Grab something.
Yeah. For lunch, we have reservations at our favorite spot there, 50s Primetime Cafe.
We can get Uncle Gary.
I hope so. We'll request him.
Yeah, we'll see if he's there.
Uncle Gary.
He's our favorite at 50s Primetime.
He's amazing. So we'll be leaving probably around 5 o'clock that day because we have this. Now, this is New Year's Eve. Got 7:50 reservation for Ohana.
New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and you know how much we love Ohana.
You know, it's my favorite restaurant on property.
Yeah.
And you know we're going to ask for fireworks for you.
Yeah.
I mean, we might have to wait a little bit longer, but if we get there at like 6:50 and like an hour before our reservation, and we request it, we'll probably get it.
Yep, absolutely. So that's New Year's Eve. Now on the 30th, we had kind of kicked around the idea of maybe doing the DVC member New Year's Eve thing.
Party, yeah.
But it goes until like 1 o'clock in the morning, and since we've got Rise of the Resistance and we've got a 6-year-old,
and there's an extra cost attached to it.
There's a pretty hefty extra cost attached to it. We just decided
stayed away.
We're not going to do that.
Plus, you know, we've got a really nice room that we can kind of hang out in.
Yeah. And a really nice resort. We can just go out and hang out in the lobby and stuff. And
if we just want to, I mean, plus with that early morning, we're just going to want to chill that night.
Yes, absolutely. So. And we'll be the night before we'll drive down.
And the cool thing about the DVC rooms, we can bring our Fire Stick.
That's true.
And we can stream Disney Plus.
Yeah.
And catch up on Mandalorian if we hadn't seen that yet. So.
All right. So next day is New Year's Day. We're going to be back in Epcot. So on that day we have fast passes for Test Track, Living with the Land, and the Seas. So try to spread out those fast passes, and then and those are, like I said, in the morning, and then we'll add on as needed. For breakfast, we have our favorite character meal. We have
it was Josie's first.
It's a pre-rope drop at Garden Grill. So our plan is to finish there and hopefully get down to Soarin' before
the crowds get
before
in.
the crowds get in there and get on Soarin' without the fast pass. And then for lunch, since we're going to be back around the World Showcase area, where we have lunch at Tutto Italia.
Which is really good Italian.
we-
Last time we were there, we really enjoyed it.
We haven't been in there since like what, 2011?
Since our honeymoon, really.
Yeah, 2011. Yeah. So we have a little bit of a change in dinner. We were going to stay in Epcot all day and go to Restaurant Marrakesh. However, we decided, since we're going to be doing Epcot that first day too, I doubt very seriously we're going to miss something, and maybe, like, you know, after lunch we might want to maybe try another park, maybe go over to Animal Kingdom or what,
we wanted
whatever.
to leave it. We wanted to leave some flexibility.
So in place of that, we got dinner reservations back at Wilderness Lodge, and we have
Whispering
Canyon Cafe, which is another one of our favorites.
Senior Dusty Trails.
We'll have to see a Senior Dusty Trails or Dustin Crops.
Dustin Crops. Dustin Crops was breakfast when we had him.
Yeah, but he also does dinner too.
And Sergio's always been dinner.
Yeah, but we'll see.
We'll see, yeah.
But I've seen Dustin Crops there for dinner too.
Yeah, but
so.
I mean, and it could be, Senior Dusty Trails has been there for a long, long time. It could be that he's moved on.
He may have.
We don't know.
I mean, he was there at my very first trip in 2001.
So we're gonna ask.
Yeah,
and we'll see.
We'll see. Okay, so on January the 2nd, that is our first day at Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
Yay! So we have fast passes at 9 o'clock for Peter Pan, and then Big Thunder Mountain, and then Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. I was actually able to get a fast pass for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. That was not an easy task, I assure you. And those are kind of boom, boom, boom. Although the Seven Dwarfs is like at 12:25, but we're gonna.
We should be able to find something after that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So our dining reservations for that is we're going to be back at Whispering Canyon Cafe
for breakfast,
early that morning, because that way we just take the boat over.
Yep.
Either
grab breakfast and grab a boat.
Yeah, we can grab a boat. It'll take us straight there, or we can get
off at the Contemporary
and walk over. And then we're going to do lunch. We're going to do a quick service, probably Columbia Harbor House.
Maybe Bakersfield. We'll see.
Yeah, I usually prefer
Columbia Harbor
House.
Well,
there's just more space there.
But they're both good. But Columbia Harbor does have more space.
Food-wise, they're both very good. So then we're going to be leaving. We may go back later, just depends. But we have, back at the resort, we have a dinner reservation for the new character meal at Artist Point.
Yes.
So this character meal is Snow White, Doc
and Dopey.
and
the Evil Queen.
Yeah.
It's the new character meal.
Yeah, I've heard really good things. I know a couple of people that have
done it.
They've done it, and it's been really good. So
we were supposed to do it when we went to the beach, but we ended up not.
Yeah. So, so then our last day, we're gonna be there all day. We're gonna be checking into a new hotel, and I'll get to that in a moment.
Yeah.
But on the 3rd, January the 3rd, we're gonna be back at Magic Kingdom. Our fast passes for that day are Space Mountain. I may or may not do it. Depends on how bad I want to get sick. Jungle Cruise and Big Thunder Mountain. And we did two days of Big Thunder Mountain because that one in there, she loves it.
Yeah, that's actually her favorite ride.
So for dining, that morning we have a really early breakfast over at the Grand Floridian for 1900 Park Fair. Another character meal that is Alice, Mad Hatter,
Pooh and Tigger, and
Mary Poppins. So
yes,
and we wanted to do
we wanted to do Mary Poppins because Mary Poppins is one of my mom's favorites.
Yes, it's one of my favorites, and Josie loves it too. For lunch, we were just going to do a counter service or whatever, maybe go to Casey's or something like that.
Yeah.
And then that evening,
Hoop-de-doo,
musical review. Can't wait. We love that show. we love the show. We love the music. We love
the fun.
It's just so much fun, and that is over at the Fort Wilderness Campground at Pioneer Hall. So once we leave there, we will be checking into the Quality Inn and Suites by the Parks in Kissimmee. So
Is that the one over by Disney Springs? Maybe.
I think it's close to the Disney Springs area.
Yeah.
So, and then the next day we will be sadly driving home.
Yeah.
But we're going to have an amazing time when we're there. Like I said, if you guys are going to be there, if you're locals or if you're if you're going to be there on vacation, I know the Hornsbys are going to be there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're going to be there. Please stop and say hi, and we'd love to meet you. And
Yeah.
we can't wait. So
Yeah.
So
This is a much needed escape.
big time. So the trip vlogs are going to be continuing. There will not be one next week since we will be out of town. I'm going to try to put one out before we leave, just so I can go ahead and get it out. And that one will be our last time at Hoop-to-Doo Review, actually.
Yeah.
The January 18 trip vlogs are continuing. And then we'll be getting into the November 2018 with the Watkins family from Magical Moments trip, and then the cross-country trip.
The cross country to Disneyland. And
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
That includes Vegas and Graceland and the Grand Canyon.
And all kinds
And
of things.
Winslow,
And Winslow, Arizona, yeah.
And Trade Monkey.
Yeah, and our buddy Drake Monkey. So anyway, I guess we're gonna sign off for right now. If you have any questions about our itinerary, put them in the comments below. If you're
gonna be there, let us know.
Be there, let us know. Comment below, let us know. So, Josie, you want to come say, or no? Or are you still following along with the book?
We can sign off. It's okay.
We'll sign off. It's okay.
She's watching How the Grinch Stole Christmas and reading the book along with it. It's great.
You can go do that, baby. That's okay.
I don't have the songs on here.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Well,
Okay. Well, you want to help us sign off?
all right.
Love, peace,
Wait for mommy.
So, how do we sign off?
love, peace, rock, and a lead man of Dixie.
That's right. All right.
Mwah. Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye, guys. Well, see you real soon.